Township of Grosse Ile Fire Commission meeting. If we could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call. Corneffel, Bringard, Bletcher are here. Dallas Kelsey is excused. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Move we accept it.
Moved by Bringard to accept the agenda as presented. Is there support?
Support.
Questions, comments? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried. We have the approval, well, we just approved the 23 agenda. Approval of the minutes of October 2023. They're in your packet. If there are revisions or corrections, please state them. If not, a motion to accept them as presented would be in order.
So moved.
Moved by Bringard to support, or Corneffel to support. All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried. Expenses. Approval of the expense report of October 2023. Chief.
All expenses are in line with our dedicated millages. As I stated before, the fire department works within millages approved by the citizens of Grosse Ile. All expenditures are within line. Our fiscal year ends April 2024, and I have found that we're all within our limitations of our expenditures.
Questions of the chief with regards to the expense report for October 2023. If not, a motion to approve that report would be in order.
Moved.
Moved by Bringars or support.
Support.
Support by Corneffel. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried. We have no action items tonight. Discussion items. Chief, you have 6 of them.
Chief's report. Last month we did 55 EMS calls. We did 12 fire calls. That is in line with what we typically run. We run about 650 EMS calls and about 190 fire calls. All the firefighters have been responding to these calls in a timely manner. Right now we have a job fair scheduled for December 2nd and 9. Keeping membership at a high level is very important for the fire department and the citizens. That's always our priority. When I started, we had 17. In the last 9 months, we've had 5 new members to the fire department. As I stated, run reports, number 2, 55 EMS calls, 12 fire calls. Firefighters have been responding 24 hours, 7 days a week, and they've been acting extremely professional. Number 3, discussion item. We have a EMT job fair scheduled for December 2 and 9. We had job fairs at the fire department back in August. We obtained 2 new members from the job fair. We hope to get 2 new members as a result of the job fairs that we have scheduled in December. Remember that we pay for the EMT's tuition. We provide them with a good health care plan. We are looking for new members pretty much all the time. The new helmets have arrived. We ordered 20 or 22 new helmets for the firefighters. They were 25 years old. We had the entire expenditure for those helmets paid for by a grant, except for approximately $30. The total purchase price was $10,100 approximately. So those have arrived. We're going to get the firefighters fitted with these new helmets. As you know, the new ambulance was ordered. We also ordered new computers for our existing Bravo 1 and Bravo 2 ambulances. Those were definitely in dire need. They hadn't been replaced in approximately 7 years. These are computers that we carry on Bravo 1 and Bravo 2 to type up our run sheets that we used to download it. They're emailed to the hospital so that the hospital is already in possession of those run reports before we arrive or immediately thereafter. My last discussion item I'd like to talk about is holiday fire prevention and safety. Last year, the firefighters responded to fires that occurred mostly all at night due to citizens not maintaining their ash pits and their fireplaces correctly. The fires that we responded to were basement fires in which the hot embers traveled down the ash pits from citizens' fireplaces. The ash pits mostly, or I would say always, end up in the basement. The ash pit doors were left open. Hot embers went out on the floor of the basement, and they would catch whatever material on fire that was in the basement floor. In one case, it was piles of clothing. We had a basement fire at 2 o'clock in the morning, which poses a significant threat to life and safety of the firefighters and the homeowners. Another problem we found over the holidays was people were using generators to provide electricity to their homes, and we found generators operating in people's garages. In that instance, thank you, Kurt. In that instance, the individual's garage caught on fire. We responded quickly, and we were able to keep the fire to the garage and not have it spread to the residents. But during this time, people have to be very aware. They're starting fires in their homes and their fireplaces. The ash pits can be a problem with the collection of hot embers in their basement, and they need to keep those ash pits maintained correctly. The doors in the basements of the ash pits have to be secure, and they should very much have their fireplaces inspected, their chimneys. So
How are you gonna get the word out?
we'll put it on Facebook. We'll maybe make a banner that we do often, and we could put a banner at Four Corners and Toll Bridge, holiday fire safety, manage your chimneys and your ash pits correctly, maintain them correctly. Those fires are very dangerous. Most of the time they occur at night. Most people make fires at 6 p.m. when they get home. The ash collects in the ash pit, travels down to the basement. If the ash pit door is not maintained, then the fire usually starts in the evening, late at night when everybody is sleeping. That's a very, very dangerous fire. And, fires in basements pose particular extreme threats to firefighters. They get into a house fire, the fire's in the basement, you got problems with floors collapsing. You get firefighters in basements with fires. They can become disorientated very quickly, very dark, so they can get lost down there and lose their way out, if I could say it that way, a manner of egress. So that's a particular dangerous situation for firefighters. So maintain your ash pits as best as you can, and we'll put a banner out there. So I think I've ran through my discussion items relatively quick. If anyone has any questions.
Any questions of the chief? Chief, if we just, for the next meeting, why don't we bring a new helmet just so residents can see what a new helmet entails? And
Yeah, these new helmets have far superior eye protection than the helmets that they have now. The helmets that they have now, the eye protection is about 3.5 inches away from their face. That creates a void on the sides of their helmets where debris can get behind the eye protection and into the firefighter's face. These new helmets, the eye protection is much closer to the face. It's concealed in the helmet and comes down closer to the face, preventing particulate getting around the face, up around the eye protection. So these helmets are far superior than what we have now. And the helmets we have now do not satisfy national fire protection standards. They should be replaced every 10 years. Our helmets, unfortunately, are 20 and 22 years old. So
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
All right. Any questions from the commission as relates to any of the discussion items? If not, we will move on. Public comment. There is nobody in the audience. A motion to adjourn would be in order.
So moved.
Moved by Bringard, support by
Support.
Corneffel. Questions, comments? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried. Thank you and have a good night.